Now you can get interactive on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. We're streaming the live. We also have a streaming channel on YouTube, My Joy Online TV. And please catch us as you also give us a lot more of your tweets through Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV. Let's look at the daily graphic has on the front page. Enforced ROPA, High Court orders EC rollout within a year. And if you can't, 30 days before the time, come and tell us why. All those living abroad. You have a picture there of Samson Ladia Yenini on page 2 or page 3 of the paper, alongside some of the applicants. Good morning to you, Samson Ladia Yenini. Shukran. So it says the Human Rights Division of the Accra High Court has given the Electoral Commission a 1-year ultimatum to implement the Representation of the People Amendment Act, ROPA 2006 Act 699, which gives Ghanaians in the diaspora, that is those living abroad, like Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Gabon, Guinea, because we have a lot of Ghanaians there, the Gambia, South Africa, Botswana, before we come to the UK, you know, Germany, Holland, you know, Belgium, and the United States of America, you know. Now we have a lot of Chinese, Ghanaians who are living in China, so to speak. So, let's see how it goes. Now, the story is on page 3 of the paper, but let's look at the story. SNIT cuts sponsorship in 2018. You have a Director General of SNIT, Dr. John Ofori Tinkran, also on the front page. And now Parliament rejects budget for Senior Minister's office. And this one is quite interesting. Senior Minister Moi. So any budget. How is that possible? So we'll see how that goes. It says that the Parliament yesterday rejected the 6 million Ghana cedis 2018 budget estimate for the Office of the Senior Minister for its plan, programs and policies. The rejection of the budget estimate follows submissions by the legislators that the office was not a legal creation and therefore could not be allocated any funds from the national budget. The Office of the Senior Minister was one of the ministries created by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on assuming office in January 2017. And they have a case for the rejection. And the minority leader, Harry Naidrusu, who led, according to the graphic, the onslaughts, said the Office of the Senior Minister was not a standalone ministry as it was supposed to coordinate the activities of the various ministry, departments and agencies. We need evidence that the President acted appropriately and legally, creating it by executive instrument, which he was required to do. He said the role of the office was to coordinate activities of other MDAs and it could not be treated as a ministry without legal backing. Charlie. Oh yeah, the minister's office will be given budget. We also have startup businesses to enjoy tax holidays from next year. That's a good one there. But let's go to the back page of the paper. Agribusiness project established in 4 districts in the Bunafo region. Don't know whether this one is part of one district, one factory. If it's not, I advise the president to rope it in. A project aimed at making agriculture enterprises viable for job creation has been established in 4 districts in the Bunafo region, and they are in Kranza North, in Kranza South, Winchi, and in Kranza Municipality, and they will span a period of 3.5 years. That's a good thing, though. Let's go to the Ghanaian Times, and on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, Ghanaians abroad must vote 2020. Court orders EC. 3 arrested for gang raping teenage girl, and we told you that already. Yape Bupe bridges to open this Sunday, and Parliament rejects budget allocation for the Office of the Senior Minister. But meanwhile, minority leader return monies collected from expatriate business people. And the story is on page 16. I've not read any of the story, but let me read page 16 story. And it says that Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, the ranking member, Parliament Committee on Foreign Affairs, has called for the refund of monies extorted, put in quotes, from expatriate business people at the just ended Ghana Expatriate Business Awards, GEBA. And the expatriates were allegedly charged $100,000 to gain access to the table of the president of Ghana during the Ghana Expatriate Business Awards that took place on December 2, 2017 in Accra. Others allegedly paid amounts between $25,000 and ranging up to the optimum of 100,000. We're also told that, well, the Ministry of Trade and Industry has since denied playing any role in the collection of the said monies or payments. Okay, and now we have Yape Bupe bridges to be reopened December, and health officials intensify public education on CSM in the Upper East region. Well, already we know that Albert Sorry followed up on a story of a young girl, the Yakubu Ramatu, who died. So, you know, it's a serious, but we're now intensifying education. Ghana did at the end of 3 years, and then we're intensifying education. That's the problem we have. We're always being reactive. All right, so let's look at the Daily Guide newspaper, if we have it. And on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper, it reads, 7 gang rape girl in Kumasi, 3 arrested. The story is on page 3 of the paper. And it says that 7 school boys have subjected a teenage girl to painful sexual ordeal. The boys, 3 of whom the Ashanti Regional Police have arrested, were seen in a video footage gang raping the teenager. And according to sources, the crime was perpetrated at Bantama in Kumasi, the Ashanti Regional Capital. Well, 2 of the boys are in senior high school 1, that's Form 1, while the other boy, that's those arrested so far, is in junior high school 3. And the suspect 3 were picked from their various homes at Bantama on Saturday, December 16. The police are also embarking on frantic effort to arrest the 4 other suspects, who are all students. This was contained in a release and issued and signed by ASP Juliana Obeng, the Ashanti Regional Police spokesperson, spokeswoman, and she said a medical form had been issued to the victim to receive treatment, adding that the teenage girl had been assisting investigations. Wallah illallah. Hey, I'm sure many of you. What do you think about that video and that thing that was done by the boys? You know, kind of very disrespectful and derogatory and unbecoming. Okay, Koro case Ropa. It means that those who are living in the diaspora, and I keep saying the diaspora is Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, Liberia. You'll all be voting. And then you go to the UK, Germany, Belgium, Holland, US of A, you know, Connecticut, what is it? New Jersey, you know. EC boss Mrs. Chatham House Award, Tony Lita thrown out over Cocoa Board case. And then we have Roberts Chase actress Kisa Beckley. And then we have MSc gifts to Teshi Orphanage and marketing support consultant. I'm not rich, Yadabo. Or Yadabo, you don't look rich. I mean, none of us look rich, really. Okay, so that's the center spread and Miss One pull out. I'm not rich, Yadabo. You actually don't look rich. None of us do look rich, so just relax. We also have DI now, MPP's Training Institute. And that's the Daily Statesman newspaper. And the Daily Statesman newspaper says that the Dankwa Institute is now the training institute. And you know, it's one of the reforms that were announced by the MPP during the conference in Kumasi. So now it's been stated. So have no worries at all. You'll be trained well, you know. MPP following this, you know, the 2 parties, they copy each other small, you know. NDC too has a big institute. And the NDC big institute, MPP big institute. So Dankwa Institute is now MPP's training institute, according to the Daily Statesman newspaper. Remove all taxes on private educational institutions, Kofi Bento. And then we're told Ghanaians abroad to vote in 2020. And you have a picture that seems, you know, media is always like a tabloid, pondering. See, how am I going to do this if I still maintain my office? And then as court orders ROPA implementation. Maslock opens 216 district offices nationwide. A picture there of Stephen Amo as sticker. Not to me, now it's Stephen Amo. CEO of Maslock is there. So that was a good one there. The final newspaper produced ROPA CI in 12 months. Court orders Electoral Commission. NAPE or NEIP beneficiaries to create 500,000 jobs in 4 years. So that's the Minister of Business Development. A blow-by-blow account of the Bantama rape video. Oh, sorry. That girl, she's a strong girl. Let's empower her. Let's give her good treatment. Nobody should stereotype her. No discrimination. No prejudice. Occupy Ghana demands answers. Let's go up, let's go up, let's go up, let's go up, let's go up. Occupy Ghana demands answers on infectious diseases outbreak in senior high schools. Charlie, they are there plenty. Hey, Ghana, always reactive. CSM, we know that every year there will be CSM. We don't do anything, then we lose lives. A Japan cannot defeat John Buedu in MPP General Secretary race. And that's the Daily Dispatch newspaper. The Daily Dispatch newspaper says that a Japan cannot defeat. No, that's... let me see who the story has been attributed to. And it says that Posa Benefson is convinced that even if the governing New Patriotic Party leaves the suspension against its embattled General Secretary, Kwabena Japan, ahead of the elections in 2018, he cannot beat acting General Secretary. That's true. That's true. That's true. Akufo-Addo on NDC's defeat. Power struggles made our victory easier. Hey, the story is on the back page of the paper. We know that these comments are coming from the president's speech during the National Delegates Conference of the MPP that took place in Kumasi. All right. All right. And then we have the last paper we have to look at. The Today newspaper. The Today newspaper has on the front page 7,332 schools without toilets. We reviewed that yesterday. Let's patronize Made in Ghana goods, and we know that some Made in Ghana goods were on display from Saturday or from Friday, Saturday throughout the period and Sunday. Court clears bogus. Court clears bogus. I think they want to say bogus. Okay, bogus. What do you say? One New York, Abontenso. New Jersey, Newark. What do you say? Kentucky. Virginia. Chicago. What do you say? Den Haag. Our Holland, Abontenso. Milan. Before when you come to Africa, diaspora. Togo, just here. They will even have to travel. Just short distance, no plane. Togo. You go there, plenty Ghanaians are there. Togo. Burkina Faso. Koleba. Plenty Ghanaians are there. Ayamfuri, Mahmoudou, Seydou. They will all come to Ghana, come and vote. For Côte d'Ivoire. They are there. Sierra Leone. They are Ghanaians are there. Liberia. Ghanaians are there. Gabon. A lot of fishermen. Gabon. Botswana. South Africa. Ghana for Bevu Tibia. Wallah illallah. Ropa. What's that? So we've done all the newspaper, we've done Find Out, we've done all of them. But let's look at the various online portals. That's what we're up to. Very soon, George Addo Jr., you know that young man, lead sports broadcaster in a multimedia group, will come and give us great sports highlights this morning. But let's look at what's featured on the front page of the main page, really, the homepage of myjoyonline.com. Swine flu outbreak, arrival of vaccines hit by delays. Ghana. The arrival of vaccines and antiviral agents to deal with the outbreak of H1N1 influenza in parts of the country will delay, the health ministry has said. Oh, Ghana. It's a program. And now we have other stories there, so let's quickly go there. Okay, so next, punish MPs to check absenteeism. That's Odikro. Odikro has suggested. Okay, let's go next. Kumasi gang rape. Otiko sad, disappointed. All of us are sad and disappointed. All of us, not only Otiko. Yeah, that video is appalling, terrible, horrible. Those boys, they have to be punished if they are found guilty by the law. If we can find out that they are really the boys in the video. Picture no lie. Now let's go on. Next story. That's the Africa World Airlines engages government over national airline. Tell Africa World, for one more flight. A nice pop. Derek Okosam and I, when we're traveling to Kumasi, we're always on our. When we're going to Kumasi the last time. Our Africa World Airline. Our boss, of his Kwashi is always giving us plenty cake. We don't want to travel, so it's always usually very good. And it says Africa World Airlines. Oh, please let's read it. Africa World Airlines has submitted a proposal. And held discussions with the aviation ministry to be designated as the country's flag carrier. Togbui Afode, co-chairman of AWA, said. Togbui Afode, good morning to you. We'll come and speak to you very soon. It's a great Christmas package. We'll come and speak to you so we'll know what really is going on. 36% of public basic schools without toilet reports. And then we have video of 4 boys gang raping. They are not 4, please. They are 7. One more also. Gang raping teenage girl sparks outrage. It's true. We have to demonstrate against this. Let's go and protest. EC ordered to allow Ghanaians abroad to vote in 2020. Hey, this one too is popular. Next story. This one too is another bomb. Hey, another bomb, bro. Miss Ghana winners share demeaning tales suffered from organizers. Shalatema. All my friends in Tamale, Decibel, good morning to you. And also a very good morning to you, pharmacist Sally Combat. You are the Boku Government Hospital, the Presbyterian Hospital there. Good morning to you. And Dr. Sana, good morning to you as well. And then we also have other stories. Let's scroll up. So we have other videos there. Okay. So, okay. Right. Don't disregard impact of congestion in meningitis spread. Former Health Minister warns. Dr. Bampo, rough. The way we travel on one rebel. Hey, Dr. Bampo, good morning to you. It's been a while, and I hope that you're doing well. Nice gentleman, former Health Minister. So let's go to City FM Online. On City FM Online, we have great stories as well. It says. Parliament rejects 6 million Ghana cedis budget for senior minister's office. Normal. Next one. We also have defiant Mona to organize another rally on December 25. Oh, Christmas Day, pa. Obiambo. Hey, Mona. Christmas Day. I saw you before. I have to advise you. Because Obia could do Christmas. Bantama gang race suspect. GSS 3, SS1 students. Hey. You have strength to... Xavier Sususius Buyers General Legal Counsel. Oh, a lawyer ni. Practicing. Oh, 85 MPs absented themselves from Parliament without permission. Yeah, normal. Ghana Parliament today. We have a lot of ministers in there too. So I had something. No, need time, Papa. Now let's go to the Africa page of the BBC. Let's get some news from South Africa. That's the man. South Africa's ANC picks Ramaphosa as leader. Let's click that story and read. Ramaphosa wins the ANC. Ramaphosa. Oh, yeah, big mind. Pop. Other stories we have. Kenya's teens' victory over strip search. Half-naked pictures of the young woman allegedly taken by police circulated on social media. I'm sure. Dozens dead in Ethiopian ethnic clashes and deep grief over Libya's mayor's killing. But let's go to that story. Yes, can we get the sound there? Let's get the sound. Let's get a sound. So we'll get a sound. But in the meantime, as we prepare to get a sound, it says that South Africa's ruling African National Congress has selected Cyril Ramaphosa to succeed President Jacob Zuma as the party's leader. Video, Fred Portofeu, please. The country's deputy president defeated former cabinet minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Mr. Zuma's ex-wife, after a marathon voting process. Mr. Ramaphosa is in a strong position to become president in 2019 in the polls, we're told. And the leadership battle caused fierce political infighting, raising fears the party might split before the election. Mr. Ramaphosa defeated Ms. Dlamini Zuma by some 2,440 votes to some 2,261. An ANC spokesperson announced. The result triggered celebration among party delegates in Johannesburg and also on the streets of the city. Media report said earlier that the announcement had been delayed with Ms. Dlamini Zuma's camp demanding a recount. The voting process started on Sunday. After all the recount, Charlie Olusuye. It is not easy. It's not easy. Now, let's see whether we can get the video. Okay. What?
Cyril Ramaphosa as the new president of the African National Congress.
I feel excited. I think these are the results we expected because we want change. I think we want the country to go back to normal where there's no corruption.
I think that was almost expected, but I think it was a bad thing for South Africa.
I believe that Ramaphosa is going to bring back the economy, create jobs, make everybody that's living in South Africa happy. So I am very happy.
I was hoping for a lady, for a change, because now it needs to balance because it's not even balancing.
My message to Cyril Ramaphosa is that people have lost faith in the ruling party. He needs to build up that confidence again. People need to understand that he's doing something about corruption, about unemployment, about education.
So Cyril Ramaphosa is leading the ANC into the elections, definitely, in 2019. But that'll be it for the latest we have of all the news headlines we can bring to you this morning. But just in case you have watched or perhaps listened to any of them and you want to give us a lot more of your feedback, let us know. Because on Facebook, you can find us there. We stream there live. JoyNews on TV is the name of the page. Please go look for it. And we have My Joy Online TV is a channel on YouTube. Now we have to bring you the latest of sports and... we're going to bring you George Addo up next. Do stay on.